everyone. Day 137 here on the Appalachian Trail. We just got dropped back off by the owner of the Catamount Motel. Great place to stay if you're going to be hiking. They'll pick you up and drop you off, and it's within walking distance of resupply, dollar store resupply, and some food places, including a burrito place that make great burritos, and a Chinese restaurant, which we tend to prefer on the trail. So hoping to get some views today. We're gonna do about 16 miles, and we've got to make Manchester, Vermont here in 3 days. All right, we got to get rolling. Actually, I'll take you across this beautiful bridge with me. Perfect. Okay, got to get rolling. Climbing up the first climb out of Bennington, and here's a much smaller version of Split Rock. So I'm gonna make it through this pretty easy. This would not be a lemon squeeze, and it would not be the Split Rock, but it is pretty cool. There's Joe. Morning, Joe.
Morning.
All right, let's get rolling. Morning, everybody. Day 137. Just really topped out the first climb of the day. According to Joe, who's very good at this kind of stuff, we've got 4,300 of up today. I don't know how much down, but not a whole lot, because we're headed to one of the bigger mountains here in the area, and that's okay, because once we top that one out, we're on a slow decline into Manchester. So what goes up does come down. So and I just don't like them when they're steep down. So trail is still pretty muddy in the flat areas, but when you're on the uphill, which we've been most of the morning, it's fairly dry and fairly nice trail. So hopefully it'll remain dry most of the day, and hopefully someplace along the line I'll get a view to share with you guys. All right, gotta get rolling. Okay, just the first open view we've had. I'm looking back down into Bennington. You can see the obelisk down there in town. And it's been a steady, as I always call it, fair climb out. Nothing ridiculous, at least to this point, but look how pretty that is. How pretty is that? All right, I'll share if I get any other views. Let's see how this side looks. There's no towns to see, but there's mountains. All right, gotta get rolling. Hey everybody, trail has been back to a little bit of a descent here for the last 30 minutes, and unfortunately has gone back to muddy. It was quite nice for a while, mostly because of the ascent, and I don't think the water is able to sit in a specific spot, but here on these flat spots, the water is able to collect in low spots and then create a mud pit. A lot of root and rock hopping, and I've learned the hard way that not every rock or root is steady. So when you go to step on one, it may move or slide, or you may slip off it. So it's making hiking a little bit slow. But the way I look at it is I'm hiking in Vermont. How the heck did I get here? I started in Georgia. Some recent successes we've had as we've entered Vermont here in our 12th state, past 1,600 miles on the trail, which leaves us around just under, just under 600 miles left, or 500 miles left, I guess. No, under 6, 593-ish or something. Yeah, 593 would be the end from 1600. So I'm whittling that down. Gonna have some trail love from some friends and family here coming up on both Friday, Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday. That's a lot of love, and we need it, or we love to get it at least. And you know, we've plotted out a reasonable pace based on trail conditions. So today I think it's a little over 15 miles, and based on the mud and 2 miles an hour, that's going to be right around 10 hours of hiking. You know, with breaks and lunches and all sorts of things built in. So so far today, not a lot of views, but that's okay. My mind's been wandering quite a bit, and in a positive way, to things I want to do when I get home. Looking forward to seeing my wife again, daughter, best friend. So friends from where I worked. It's just lots of positive. And today, I always come out of town too feeling more energized. The food, the rest, the hydration, feeling clean, having clean clothes always makes a big difference. So just trying to keep all that in mind. And it is supposed to rain later today, but that is what it is, and I'll deal with that when it comes. All right. And met a guy from Switzerland who's hiking with and around us today. His name is Tom, and he's alchemist who tests precious metals for a living when he was working. He's presently not employed, and his neighbor told him about the trail, and he became enamored with hiking it. So he got a 60-day student visa, went to an American school to learn English. His English is pretty darn good, to be honest with you. And he's going to hike to Katahdin, so I think that's neat. He's looks like he's in great shape, but trail shape and being in good physical shape, two different things. You know, and I think you can get in shape for the trail and get physically fit, but until you've hiked on the trail for, I'm going to say, around 40 days is when I finally got what I call my trail legs. You're just not trail fit, and that doesn't mean anything. That's not a bad thing or anything. And I think your body also settles in a little bit to the physical demands of the trail, even your diet. Well, I've certainly lost a significant amount of weight on this trip. That has slowed significantly as well. I eat just about anything I want to eat, and I can burn it off. I'm being cognizant of the fact that when I do finish the trail, I'm going to have to really have a solid plan for staying fit and changing my diet to a healthier diet from what I'm eating out here. You know, right now you desire a lot of energy stuff, which quite honestly is sugary, and you're looking for instant energy. But when I get home, I've learned enough about what energizes me here long term to know that you know, I'm gonna have to change that diet. So anyways, enough of all that. If I get any views, I'll share. Hope everybody's having a great day at home and enjoying the videos. Appreciate the support I do get from all of you who do watch and comment, so thanks for that. Gotta get rolling. Thought I could share this stream crossing with you. You can see a pretty little stream coming down through. You can see where a spring comes in over there to the stream and then upstream. But I thought maybe I could try a rock hop across the stream with the phone, see if I can take you across. Looks like I can so far. All right, cool. There, all of you at home just did a stream crossing. All right, now, just to find the trail. All right, gotta get rolling. Hey everybody, first kind of view that I've gotten from the actual trail today, not out in the open. over on that far mountain, you might be able to make out some windmills. But we are hiking towards Stratton Mountain, which is this way. And Joe and those guys are, excuse me, I get the hiccups, behind me a little bit. So I think I'm going to take a break and just take a sip and take a load off for a minute. All right. I'll get to rest looking at this view. Got to get rolling. Hey, everybody. Coming to you from Glassberry Mountain. There is a fire tower on top, and who knows, I may even climb it. You know, I've gotten over a lot of things while I've been on this hike, so who knows, maybe this time I'll climb the fire tower. But you can see the staircase that goes kind of up through the forest here. Beautiful woods, by the way. But it's been a fair hike. This part of it is the steepest part I've run into, and since first thing this morning, and it's about 30 degrees, but that's what makes it kind of fun. The exercise, the burn, the feeling accomplished from climbing. So as I get to the top and I get to the fire tower, if there's a view, I promise to share. You gotta get rolling. Well, I didn't get videos of these two people, but I just ran into two Soboers, both section hikers, one of the long trail and one of the AT. And they, if I didn't say it before, the long trail and the AT overlap each other here for 105 miles. But here's the good news. The first guy, Maximus, gave me a Coca-Cola, cold Coke in the middle of nowhere. How nice is that? Anyways, I'm headed up to the tower where I think Professor is. I'll show you the view when I get there. Got to get rolling.
All I can say is that Poland Springs has nothing on this water. This water is icy cold, fresh, and clear as I don't know what. Great water. All right, headed to the tower. Got to get rolling.
Okay, everybody, you know how much I don't like heights. I am going to go to the top of Glassberry Fire Tower, and I'm going to take you with me. You can either joke about the fact that I'm afraid, or you can understand and go along for the walk. But carrying the phone and going one-handed, here I go. And I don't know what my strategy is as far as climbing, because I don't like this type of climb. But right now you can see I'm coming up to the top, and you can also see that the forest surrounds this particular fire tower completely. Whoa, you can feel the breeze up here. A little different than down below. Oh yeah, it's a little chilly up here. Okay, a few more steps. Oh, look at this. Look at this view I'm getting already. Okay, 2 more levels. Oh, look at that. There's a lake over there. There's a plane in the valley. I don't know if you can see the plane. Oh man, wind's pretty strong. Feeling a little hairy here. Okay. I gotta push that back down. Okay, I am in the fire tower. Fear of heights and everything, here I am. Look at this. If this isn't worth it, I don't know what is. We'll be going that way, that's north. And I think I can see at least 1 mountain, if not 2, we're gonna climb. There's a ski area over that way. And I'm not sure. That might be Bromley Mountain. We'll see. All right. I think the next coolest thing that I'd really like to show everybody is, look at that lake over there. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And if you can't notice, if you haven't noticed, excuse me, sorry about the wind. All I can see is literally trees. I can't see any. Now that's not true. Over this way I see some human-made structures, but man, how cool is this? And on top of that, I climbed up here. All right, some people coming, so I'm gonna climb down. All right, gotta get rolling. Hey everybody, just coming off that Glastonbury fire tower, and just realizing how absolutely beautiful the forest is here. It's a lot more dense than it's been in other areas. A lot of softwood mixed in, young growth, maybe overgrowth, but just beautiful. And that spring where the water was coming out, that water's to die for. It's like 32 degrees and clean and fresh and just tastes so good. Anyways, got about 4 miles to the next shelter where I will top off my water, and then we're hiking a mile past that to a viewpoint that has a couple what are termed stealth sites. Stealth sites are areas that are kind of just off the trail that you can camp. Sometimes they have water, sometimes they don't. That's why I'll carry water to this one, because I don't think it does specifically have water, but it's supposed to have a view. And I think making the miles that we're making today, it'd be good to do the extra mile. It'll get us, I think, 16 or a little over 16 today, but that's fine with the temperature. Temperature on the tower from the thermometer that was at the base of it said it was 65 degrees, and there's just ever such slight breeze, so it's absolutely beautiful to hike in. You know, you're not sweating out all your liquid, and you're not being drained by the heat. So just what a beautiful, glorious day to be hiking, and a beautiful piece of God's green earth to hike in too. So if I get more views, I'll share, but that tower was pretty cool, and I'm happy I've climbed it. And quite honestly, I went up and down it pretty easy, so a little bit of growth area for me. All right, gotta get rolling. Hey everybody, day 137 or end there of hiking. You can see my tent set up, pads blown up, everything's in there, all the junk is exploded. I've got my shorts out drying, shirt out drying, socks out trying to dry. I did develop a couple hot spots today on my shoes. You can see my water bag over there. This particular spot does not have access to water, so had to hike that up about half a mile. And then you got Joe over here. Hey Joe. Hey. Joe's filtering water and he's cooking, although I think his stove turned off. I don't know if he knows that.
No, it's still
no,
on.
It's still on. But we're cooking a meal, and it's actually a rare thing for us because we haven't cooked a meal in what, Joe, 2 weeks? At night we've just either been too tired or didn't feel like having anything hot. But the temperature today never got out of the 60s, and
Glorious.
It was glorious. And we're on a nice stealth site in between 2 shelters. It's like 3.2 to the next shelter. Professor pushed on to the next shelter, and Obie and Winter are, I'm going to say 2 shelters ahead, because they stayed on trail yesterday when we went into town to get our stuff, and that's because we were off cycle with resupply. But anyways, just wanted to show camp setup. Don't do that very often. We usually are too tired to do it, but tonight we feel good, and you know the site is beautiful, and it's just ours tonight. So and again, Joe and I have to do a little video later on, but Joe's a hammocker, and we talk incessantly about the advantages of hammock over tenting and vice versa. And there are a lot of advantages to both. So there's no, it's like anything else in hiking. It's a preference. Yeah. So, all right, everybody, we got to get rolling. See you tomorrow.